Hey everyone, and welcome to the recap of the first day of the defense in the Karen Reed case. And in my opinion, what a difference a year makes. Last year, we had a case that had been very well put together. I still think it was a stupid premise, but you kind of had that linear case that you could follow. You could say, okay, this is what they believe. This year, I have to say the Commonwealth never ever put a story together. She got mad. She killed him. Why? I don't know. How? I don't know. So why do you say it? She did something in a car. Did the car hit him? I don't know. So why are you blaming her? Well, we had this data expert that claims if you paint your arm blue, it means she's guilty. That's kind of where the Commonwealth case is. Last year, at least they had tried to tell a story. I feel they are at a worse place. So the defense should be in a better place as well. And I think we saw that yesterday. They called Dr. De Sogra, who was there only to look at Mr. Pursuit Bergey's report and Dr. Welch's report and say, does it make sense? And he had a pleasant way about him. He had an open way about him. He wasn't as demeaning or condescending as Dr. Welcher. Even when Hanky Panky started attacking him on cross, he kept his cool. He answered. It wasn't that, you're wrong. Like Dr. Welcher, he said, I don't agree. I agree. And in the end, Hank spent most of his cross-examination claiming that his own expert's testimony was unreliable, which is kind of weird if you think about it. I think the defense put the spotlight on that pretty well by saying, as my title says, garbage in, garbage out. Burgess and Welcher were supposed to be the golden goose for the Commonwealth. We know they have been hyped to all heavens by the short bus driver himself, Pleven, who claimed they will, with the evidence found on the chip-off, prove beyond reasonable doubt that Karen Reed hit John O'Keefe. In reality, what they did is less than Trooper Paul did last year. Trooper Paul, the guy who said science and stuff, in my opinion, in front of a jury listening, take all the knowledge we have out of it, was a better witness to set up, this is where she hit him. You can see it in the data stream. This is the physical evidence that she hit him. The guy we had yesterday was shooting holes through Dr. Welcher and Mr. Pursuit. If it's landing, we never know. Jurors are fickle as all hell, and we don't know what's going on in their mind. We get all these reports that they are taking notes, they are looking, one of them is smiling, but why are they taking notes, writing, oh, this is ridiculous, or writing notes, oh, this is amazing? We don't know. I think a reasonable person would see a lot of holes in the cheese right now. And they shouldn't be doing that right after the Commonwealth's arrested. They should be believing, oh, it's a done deal. And then the defense can start to chip away. But I never felt that the Commonwealth put on a case. They are relying heavily on those clips where she admitted she was drunk because they know from the interviews that's what the jury caught hold of the last time. AJ was the guy who took De Soga through his testimony. He's very competent when he is doing that. I like him better when he is questioning his own witnesses than when he's doing cross-examination. I know some people like the fight that he puts on with the Commonwealth's witnesses. I really like him when he is dancing with his own witnesses. There was a little bit in the beginning where they kind of had to, oh, this is where we are. I thought it was good testimony. I understood it. I didn't understand much of what the Commonwealth was telling me. I see myself as kind of average intelligence when it comes to tech stuff, and I understood what he was saying. Hank then got up there, and instead of hitting him with facts that his experts could have given him to go through the testimony with, he just started making up new evidence, and sadly, we have Beverly Cannoni on it. She should have stopped him multiple times, but at one point she said, ask it a different way. He asked the exact same question, and she allowed it. The defense knows this. The defense knows they are up against not only the Commonwealth, but also the judge. I felt they did well yesterday, and I like it when a witness is sent off with a good singer that you'll remember. And AJ did a really good job of his redirect, getting this expert to say, I only looked at what the state gave me, and if anything is wrong, the state made the mistake. The rest of the day was spent in Wadir of one of Michael Proctor's friends. A lot of people on the Twit is angry that they might not call Michael Proctor. We had 2 days in a row, we have had discussions on my channel about if we would do it. I still believe it would be a mistake. If you can get his text messages, show his bias in through his friends, I would never ever put a snake on the stand. Because it's not only that you get a snake on the stand, you also get a snake tamer to lead him through cross-examination. AJ can get up there. Michael Proctor won't answer any questions without 30 different caveats to them. And then you'll have Hank Brennan getting up there and say, you did everything perfect. You did everything. You were frustrated because a police officer has lost his life. You didn't like Mr. Yannetti because this and that, and kind of try and turn him into a victim. And Michael Proctor will do what he needs to do. No feds are going to come sweeping in. No aliens will come in and steal the courthouse. This is sadly reality. Michael Proctor, in my opinion, will be dangerous for the defense if he is allowed to be led through his testimony by Hank Brennan. If you want to open your dictionary, Webster's dictionary, look up dishonest, you would see these two people photographed there. If you want to look up shady, if you want to look up slimy, you can find a lot of pictures with these two on them. So in my opinion, even though everyone gets mad now, I would never let him get up there. Get your head on, not your heart on. I shouldn't have said heart on. The one in your chest. Imagine Hank, with his level of dishonesty, being allowed to run through a cross-examination, leading all heck out of Michael Proctor, and Bev striking every single objection. I hope they can get it in through his friends. We also had a funny little thing that we didn't talk about yesterday. Denver, who is not called Denver, but Deaver, was in the courtroom under subpoena, which means she's forced to be there. She didn't want to testify. That's going to be really interesting what she has to say. All I can find online, she took a call and said it was the Fairview 32, and I believe Sergeant Goody said, oh, good, that's not even his address, alluding to Brian Albert. That's what I have been finding online she has to do with this case. But she's under subpoena, which means she don't want to be there. So it's going to be interesting. And subpoenaing a police officer. Haven't seen many of those. We'll see.